Yo, this is your boy C Brown coming to you live with some tunnel vision with some news, a review, and I'm with my boy Mizike over here.
Yes, I am. I'm here.
And we're reviewing and bringing to you news and a wrap-up about a Cult of Chucky.
Yes. We recently stumbled upon the movie and we watched it. We was like, we got to talk about it. Initially it wasn't really the plan, but things happen and we gotta go into it. I thought it was a great movie.
It was definitely a great movie. We watched the Netflix version. We didn't have the DVD or the digital copy, but we definitely watched the Netflix version. It's Halloween, so we thought it would be fitting. Also, if you want us to do this all through Halloween, do movies, horror movie reviews through Halloween, let us know. Put it down in the comments section. Leave a little whatever. Go to the Twitter, Facebook. Let us know that you want us to do this through Halloween. Or up till Halloween.
Yeah, October, you're going to keep on going.
Also, if you want us to make this an annual thing, meaning every year, leave that down in the comments as well. We're here for you to give you reviews to help you save time in your life. Because I am the one that hates watching movies and you're like, God, why did I waste how many hours to watch this film? So definitely come chill with us, get the review, and be like, okay, this is worth watching. Now, I also want you to throw out, this is a live, rough cut off the top of the head review, so there might be spoilers. So watch or listen in this case at your own risk.
Yeah, discretion. Yeah. And also because this movie was brutal, hide your kids, hide your wives, all that stuff. Cause
definitely, that's why we're gonna put a parental advisory on here. So if you're a parent watching this with your kid, or your kid is near, whatever the case may be, or if you hear this playing in the background and you know an adult is not watching this video, please come and monitor. We are not trying to offend anybody's children or give anybody nightmares, even the adults that can't handle horror movies.
Yeah, no, it was a good movie, and we just want to be protective of that because I know horror movies are a different type of thing. It's something that we're just really getting into. We've never done a horror movie, have we?
I've done a couple by myself. It wasn't really in depth.
You did Conjuring 2.
Yeah, I did Conjuring 2. But yeah, enough with all the logistics. We got that out of the way. I hope y'all are ready.
I didn't research.
Hashtag spoiler alert coming to you live. The movie was great. It was definitely great. It was 4 years after, The Curse of Chucky.
Yes.
They're definitely getting better. You can tell by watching this movie that they omit or alter some of the timeline with the Bride trilogy or the duology. Yeah, but they still keep the continuity of the Chucky movies going all the way back to Child's Play to now. They even bringing back actors that were in the original films. Yeah,
because that's the thing is like one thing I realized when I watched Curse, which is the one that just came out before, was they alluded to the fact that it was all going to come together. Like they had the cameo scenes, and honestly, guys, as the label says on the video, I have sequel talk. We can go back into what we were talking about earlier today, just a little bit anyway.
Okay.
Hypotheticals, you know what I mean? But I have to say, guys, like, when it comes down to keeping a franchise that has been out for a while relevant and the way that they did it with the Cult of Chucky and the way they did with Curse of Chucky, I would have to, like, clap. Because, like, literally, like, they have done some things that I've always wanted to see films do. Like they don't shy away from the past and they don't reboot. They're not really rebooting it. It's a new thing, and I get it. But the whole thing about
refreshing
it is refreshing. It's refreshing to see,
but new.
Yes, and I think a lot about it is what happens as far as with the Chucky franchise. Is what's crazy about it is the guy who created it. The last few movies he's directed on his own, and that makes it. I think
more intimate.
Intimate. That's crazy. He went to school in Richmond. Anyway, it's just I just love a franchise who knows it has been out for a while, and somehow you see the actors that have from other movies have all gotten together. Like I really love when movies do that. I just love when a movie can bring it all together. Kudos to them. A lot of movies need to take notes.
Also,
take notes.
To add on what he's saying, definitely watch the post-credit scene. Netflix does not have the post-credit scene, but it's definitely on YouTube. So definitely make sure you find that because it's definitely an homage to the older movies. There are also a lot of trinkets and left in Easter eggs within the movie. So definitely pay attention. Don't watch this as a horror movie. Watch this as your fan favorite, good series. Like really nitpick it and watch it because there's a lot of gems in there. Also,
anybody who's ever watched, don't hold your thought. Anybody who's ever watched a Child's Play all the way up to this point, or any of the Chucky movies, the Child's Plays up to the Chuckies, because they're like almost cut to two different types of franchise, like two different, but they're the same thing, but the titles. Anybody who's ever watched a Chucky movie should watch this movie because I think that this, it was awesome.
The reason, to give you a little insight, the reason they changed it from Child's Play is because they came out with the movie Child's Play with Junior. I don't know if you know the movie, but the kid that was adopted and was real troublesome. They had to change the name because both movies couldn't exist in the same playing field in the same time frame for the simple fact that one was a kid's movie and one was a complete horror movie. So one of them had to change. So Chucky was the one that decided to bow out and use its name as its character to carry on the franchise.
Yeah.
So they had to change the name. Yeah. They didn't have to. They probably could have fought it out, but it's like, why waste the money? Yeah. Let them have it.
I think by Child's Play 3, it's a Chucky movie.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah. So I think that's what they did. But I had nothing bad to say about it. And the thing about it is, they are the model of the new modern movie. Like, the movie just came out. It's on Netflix. Like, it's available for people. Like, their distribution deal is on point. And I really think, I think that a lot of people need to learn from it. I think that a lot of these horror films that we saw in the 90s that everybody loved, like, they kind of end up getting rebooted and stuff, and they kind of didn't need to, but this has not been rebooted per se. They've rebooted it with the actors intact. That's the reason.
To counteract to what you were saying and going back to what I was saying, another thing that I like that it's staying low budget, it's staying very under the radar, real...
But it's still great...
what's the word I'm looking for? It's real self-contained. It's not letting it get out of control. It's not becoming into a wildfire. And what I mean by these statements is all these other big guns like Leatherface, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason, all of them are getting these big budget films, big screen included, and getting all this hoo-ha and all this press and all this, all this stuff, and they're giving us stinkers.
And
they're garbage. Like,
can I tell you one thing that I think? I think that the Cult of Chucky. I watched the last one. The cinematography was great on the last one, but I have to say that on Curse of Chucky. But the Cult of Chucky was like one of the most like
well thought out,
and visually pleasing
and well executed.
Yeah, but the visuals down to the environment, like the lighting, the colors, like what they did with it. Awesome. It was awesome. Awesome.
Also, another thing I want to throw out there is back to what I was saying about the the homage or whatever. Also, another thing, they're not living off their past fame by re-showing us vintage kills and living off one-liners. Now, yes, they had that in there, but it wasn't the driving force. They still pushed the movie and the story forward. It still engaged you to see more. They showed you new kills. They gave you more with also paying homage. Some of these newer or rebooted or re-glamorized horror movies, all they're doing is giving these old vintage kills with new graphics.
Absolutely.
And like a subpar story. Chucky, on the other hand, is working with a limited budget, giving us a better story, progressing their story and brand, and giving us the old with the new in a great blend. Also, they're bringing back the characters that were originally in it. They weren't just slapping a name on somebody and be like,
and with the actors,
that's just
a
them.
Big deal. With the actors, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal to bring them back because most people are slapping people's names on them. Like, let's say a dude's name is Jake, and then you bring him back, it's like, that's not the original Jake.
That's and then they're
Jake. They're actually bringing back the people that were kids and children in these older movies. So it's definitely great to see how they've grown.
Yeah.
And it also pays homage to they're really paying attention to their timeline.
Yeah,
They're
the
really
timeline is important, and the thing about it is, and that's gonna come into like I have a small criticism of the movie, very small. I'm not even going to that yet, but I do love that. I do love the concept of the bringing in the actors, like like what they do with the character Andy from the original Child's Play, like him being in a movie and like him kind of taking the reins of like, yo, this is some personal stuff to me. I got to take it and like do something with it. I really love the concept of him like taking charge. I don't want to tell too much. I know it's a
spoiler alert.
Yes, I don't want to tell too much, but I do love the fact that he came in and he became a protagonist in the film for this film, and I was like, this is great. They hinted at that in Curse, who had a cameo appearance. But I will say this. I feel like that bringing all of these movies together, like, because they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
And bringing all those movies together and having these actors, he's the same child actor from Child's Play. It's like, all of that is like, it's the same actor and all that stuff is
it's
like.
Showing respect.
It's showing respect, and I think that's why these movies work. The thing about it is,
everybody that's involved with it cares about it.
They care. And the director, the creator of Chucky has been the director for the last 3 films, but the whole thing about it, I think, and what he's doing, he's very much into the concept, and the producers are the same. So what happens is like what he's doing, they're paying a lot of respect, and I love when a movie can respectfully bring in somebody who can and can't. And what happens is with these slasher films, we always think, all right, well, this is a killer, and then these are new people. And what they did was we got that same feel of new people being killed by the killer, but we also got a nostalgic feel of seeing the original characters.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is when you show them together, you show the how it's all branched. It's like the two protagonists of the film. One is from the last film and one's from the first film. There's been so much time in between that. But to show that together shows that there's a real unity in the franchise. And I think, and as many times as I say this, I feel like this is one of the best franchises that has horror franchises that's made it up to this point. A lot of these have
with a limited budget.
Yeah, Cult of Chucky, the
and budget, limited press.
Yeah, the Cult of Chucky budget, I don't know what it is, but the Curse of Chucky budget was $5 million. So, let me check that. Yes, $5 million. So, for $5 million, Chucky can be Chucky. I don't feel like it needs to be a $100 million Chucky movie.
Because it's going to get messy. It's too much money. What are we going to do with this money? It becomes that's what it becomes.
Yeah, it becomes.
Like, we have too much money.
How famous can we make the chick be killed? Like how famous can her boyfriend be? How important is their mother? Like how important is like it becomes this cash grab of like getting a whole bunch of people? But what the Cult of Chucky did, I'm very much a part of very much like away from horror movies in the franchise since I've seen a lot of horror movies, but they did a great job, and I man.
Also,
I think it's great, man.
Also, another thing to bring out. This is a minor, very small spoiler alert. When you're watching the movie or whatnot, them telling or explaining the story or the timeline or how this movie connects to the rest of them, it takes a while. Now, not taken away from the movie is still great. It's still telling a great story for the movie that you're watching. But as of connecting it to the other 7 movies or the other 6,
yes, a few.
It takes a while. And it's good because they do it in a tasteful way that if you keep watching and loving the movie that they're presenting to you, it makes sense how they made everything connect. And they just shove it to you and just like, this is how it connects. They actually made you feel and just love how this story was going, and then it leads into how it connects and how everything works out.
I've never seen, and I'm praising this movie, and another thing about it is, I am very much, when we get into our other part of the talk, which is the sequel talk, the hypotheticals that we brought up this morning. We had a conversation this morning. I was like, this is like one of the best conversations. We're going to have to bring it up for y'all, but I've never seen 7 movies make so much sense together. The only thing about it is, I want to see where they go with it, and the way they ended it at this point where I was like, oh man, not again. Like, like the Drake shit on my back to back. Like, I was like, oh man, but it was great. And you better not bring up that movie. Don't bring that movie up.
Wait. Hold up. All right, to say what he's saying.
Don't bring that movie up. I don't even know what you're gonna bring up.
No, it's a whole totally different direction. What I'm saying is, don't get us wrong here. No, horror movies aren't supposed to be, serious. Like, they're not supposed to be like Lord of the Rings or anything, and they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be like what's the word I'm looking for? They're not supposed to be like a serious type of continuity film where you should care. Like, it's we're not focusing at that. We're saying that for this to be a 7-piece horror movie, it's great. They pieced it together fine.
Pieced it together really well.
Because it's like, no, this isn't like Fried Green Tomatoes or something where it would, be a heartstring pulling movie. I don't know what I'm really reaching for, but you know what I'm talking about. For this to be a 7-piece horror film, and they all go together and they all mesh well and they don't leave any stone unturned, but also keep you wanting more, that's a great feat over 7 movies.
7 movies, and Jennifer Tilly is still sexy. She's 59.
All right, yes, she is sexy, but we're definitely not going to get into her because we're not going to spoil that part of the movie. If you haven't seen the shit floating around YouTube and Twitter and the internet, yes, she's in the movie. That's as far as we're going.
We're not saying that.
I'm just saying.
No, we're not saying that. Y'all saw there's interviews of her like.
So we're going to keep it right there because we definitely want to give that.
She's still sexy.
Yes, very so. And I think you pulled up her age. She's 59. I'm sorry if you don't want that out there. But if she is 59, she's killing the game.
She's killing the game. I thought Jennifer Tilly was Angela Bassett for a second when I saw her. But anyway, the thing about it is, I was looking at the research of the franchises, and a lot of the things, what makes it so great, it become a full circle. Full circle. People you saw before come back. Like, there's somebody from the second movie, but I can't tell you who it is. They show up in the movie.
Just walk away because you're going to end up slipping and fumbling into that joint.
I'm not going to say it. But then I went back and I looked at this earlier when we was watching the movie. A lot of the people who came back to these movies are people on the back end, not the actors or producers, are they show back up. And I was like, this makes sense. I have to say I was really excited about that because you always know that when a movie has a franchise and like the original back end, like the producers and all those people come back, it's close to their hearts. Like, it's close to their hearts. And I think that it was a great movie. Like, you already know the Chucky movies are not always scary. Like, I'm not afraid of Chucky because I asked C, I said, would you buy a Chucky doll have in your house? And he was like, nope. And I was like, that'd be kind of dope to me. Like, just to me, but because I understand what it is as far as the whole, like, what it is to the mythology of it is not scary to me, but I kind of like it. And it's like, it's a really great evolution to go from like those like cheesy films to know your films were cheesy in the beginning. No disrespect. When I say cheesy,
to make them respectable, gruesome horror film.
Yeah, to go like this, imagine. And that's what I love about film theory, because I have a theory about, like, I told you we have a theory about how, like, film should go out and be, like, how film should go out and be perceived. To be like, well, this movie is a cheesy film. Okay, great. It's a cheesy film. They mastered the market. They did the last great release with Curse of Chucky. They did the VOD, which is a video on demand release, the last time. Then they got the distribution deal with Netflix. Netflix put out the same day for this one. They are very well into the concept of knowing where it reaches. And the thing about it is, I really enjoy that because I was like, okay, so they know that, like, Chucky could make a whole lot of money
by doing way too much,
going from like super expensive actors or the marketing scheme. We watch it off the strength. Like, it's Chucky. Like, we're not gonna be like, oh man, like I'm not.
We were walking into it like as a comedy.
Yeah,
with killing in it,
and we're walking into it with this concept of we respect these movies. These movies have been out for a long time. It's not a reboot because sometimes the reboots don't get the respect.
Hold on.
Because you know some of the reboots don't get respect.
Very much true, but hold on. Let's stay right there. Stay right there because we're talking about the respect. Me, and this is my tunnel vision, giving it to you live. This is where tunnel vision comes in because I'm trying to tell y'all people, I'm trying to teach y'all what the tunnel vision is. Tunnel vision is your views on whatever you're discussing or whatever you're talking about.
Absolutely.
If it's from you talking to your girlfriend about how you want to get your hair laid down, or from you talking to your boy about what car you're going to buy, that's your tunnel vision. It's your thoughts, it's your views on a subject. But back to what he was saying, the respect. I believe my tunnel vision is Chucky doesn't get the respect as much as the other horror heavy hitters get, like Leatherface, Jason, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Pennywise has stepped up to the front. I don't think he gets as much respect as these other horror legends. Like, I just don't. That's how I feel. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the people out there in the horror world that are really diverse into this culture, and this is your type of movie genre, maybe you can tell me otherwise. Leave it in the comment. Leave me in something. But I believe that Chucky doesn't get his due respect amongst them.
And you know what's so crazy about it? Chucky doesn't get the respect, but Chucky stayed the same.
Yeah, he's
like, and the thing about it is, like, you think
he kept his falling. Yeah. Basically, he kept his cult.
But I'm talking about visually, because I'm a visual person. You know, like, that's why I said Cult of Chucky was the most. Cult of Chucky had the most visually pleasing cinematography out of all the Chucky movies.
And for that being a straight to DVD joint,
that joint was on point. And what I'm saying about it is like we got the reboot, we got the Rob Zombie reboot of Halloween. We had
two of those.
Yeah, we had 1 and 2, and then we had the reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street.
And that joint was nothing but an homage to what was it?
The original one,
or 1?
Yeah, 1.
I can't remember because all the kills were like darn near spot on.
It was like the same from the first one. So.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, what happens is those movies are always held up like these are the best movies. I'm like, no, they're not. Like, they are good movies
because of the heavy hitters that are in them.
Yeah, but what happened about what Chucky is? What it is with Chucky is like, I'm a visual person, so I'm thinking about the things visually, how they look. Like, so when you see Chucky and Chucky, the Chucky doll is like, oh, this is an 80s Chucky doll. They didn't like act like Chucky's like were still being made and the good guy dolls were still being made. Like, and the thing about that is like visually, they pay homage to it and they know that it's been times and they called it an 80s doll. So when they called it an 80s doll, they didn't have to do that. Like,
they made it clear.
They made it clear.
That was a spoiler alert. Apologies.
That wasn't a real spoiler.
It was still information that they couldn't have found off of just.
The whole thing about it is like,
watching it.
The thing about it is, I love that whole feeling of. We can close this up because we got some more talk about. Our last 10, we got to talk about. We got to talk about
the sequels.
Sequels and all that hypothetical. Hold on. But all I was gonna say is this. It was exactly the type of sequel to something from a long-braided franchise that we need to see. I think that we're at this point now, like,
people need to start taking notes, man.
People need to start
doing their thing.
They need to take notes, and I don't want to curse, but they gotta take some damn notes, man.
Also, another thing, because I'm gonna hold that joint because I'm gonna give this shout out real quick before I forget it. Because if I say what I'm gonna say to Mike gonna be all over this like a pit bull on raw steak. All right, shout outs to my boy. He's a YouTuber, T Pendale. I've been watching his YouTube channel, T Pendale Got Game. He's playing Friday the 13th, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because it's a Jason game and he's playing it. And definitely, if you got time, check that out on his YouTube.
They're great.
T Pendale Got Game. He's playing Friday the 13th.
Great games.
I think he's got like 18 episodes or whatnot right now. If it's just like a time filler, it's like if you're waiting at the doctor's office and you're waiting to get your name called, you watch a couple. If you're waiting for your kids to get off the bus and you're sitting at the bus stop, you watch it. It's something like a time filler. It just fills up the time real quick. But back to the statement that I was gonna make about the whole continuity and making sequels and reboots and getting lost and trying to fix it and not fix it, but still build your brand and not tarnish the old stuff. Michael's been killing this Jigsaw movie. Jesus, like, this Jigsaw movie coming out, Michael is not okay with it, and a lot of people have complained about it.
Oh, you want me to rant about that?
This whole Saw series has been screwed up. It's been mangled. It's been torn apart, put back together. It's been all this joint. So, yeah, we're going into the sequels, but the lineup to alley-oop my boy Mike into the sequel joint is Michael is not looking forward to watching Jigsaw that comes out this month of October, and Mike, take it away.
Okay. You I had a full-on campaign that, like, fuck these motherfuckers. I don't have a full campaign.
No, don't try to be soft now.
No. I'm setting this up. I'm setting it up.
Just come on with it. You ain't happy. Just keep. Are you or are you not happy? I'm gonna need you to answer that for the people.
I think that the fact we get to a point in reality, and this is the thing I was talking about. The thing about it is this.
Tell them about the little clamper joint you was talking about.
I'm gonna give them everything. I'm gonna let all this shit go.
We want to hear your
television. It's October. It's birthday month. Like, for me,
the 18th, people.
Hey, what the hell? Don't be giving.
Come on, man.
Anyway,
we gotta do your birthday video, cuz.
Okay, we can do that. But damn, like.
All right, give your television. Anyway, Jigsaw.
I'll tell you
Saw. Yeah, go ahead.
I really think that in a reality where it's great to make 8 Saw movies, we can't get 7 Chucky movies with the acclaim and the regard like it means something. So we saw the trailer today, and I've seen the trailer, and I was like, what you think about this movie? And he said, oh man, like, it's great. It's like Jigsaw. It's the movie Jigsaw. I said, no, it's Saw 8. And he said, what do you mean? I said, what? Pardon my language. I hope the kids have gone by now. Well, I'm 20 minutes in, man. If you got this longevity, you got maturity, so you can handle it. Because I know what you kids say in your music. So, I said, what the fuck did you think the clappers said when they wrote it down on the clapper and that shit said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? What did it say? He said Jigsaw. I said, no, it didn't. That shit said Saw 8. That shit said fucking Saw 8. And the thing about it is, what happens is, I think that horror movies are so sketchy that, like, it gets to a point where you're like, I can change it. And it's like, no, it's Saw, like, it's the same damn puppet, like, it's the same old bullshit. Like, I get it. And the thing about it is, in reality, in a world, in the entertainment world, and I know a lot about entertainment. I studied entertainment before I was on this show. That's one reason that we have these conversations.
We getting reckless. Reckless insight.
Yeah. We're going to tell them that at the end. They don't know what that means.
I mean, no, we ain't going to tell them at the end because we ain't got time for that. But what I was
going to say is this. I was like, we live in a reality where we can get 8 Saw movies since 2000, but they've all been hot garbage after 2. Yeah, and then, like, Chucky gets disrespected. And I was like, I wish Cult. Curse was great. I like Curse. Curse lined up Cult perfectly, though. Curse was great. They knew Cult was coming. They had to give us Curse to line it up. Yeah, because Curse was the shit. Like, they had to bring us back. When I saw Curse, I was like, holy shit. Like, this ain't on TV. And I was like, no, it's VOD. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, this is better than Seed. Because I didn't like Seed when I saw Seed. I didn't like none of the Bride or the Seed. I didn't like that dude. I like Bride. That double. I like Bride. It was funny, but it wasn't. I like Bride. It's basically, I would have Tokyo Drift those 2 movies. I have Bride on VHS, so fuck you, nigga. I got them in my house. But anyway, they're at my house. I don't mean. Please don't admit that, sir. They're at my house. You're showing your age. I'm just saying. I got them on VHS with that. Okay. Whatever. I didn't say nothing. All I'm saying is this. I was like, okay, we live in a reality where it's great to make 8 Saw movies, but we can't respect Chucky's franchise and his legacy. That's what I was upset about. Speaking of legacy. That's what I was speaking of. Speaking of legacy, shout out to Legacy Makers Sports out that joint. That's my other family. Also, shout out to Tunnel Vision out there, all our televisionites. Yo, what's up? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yo, we out here doing big things. I know this is another commercial break I'm giving to you, but I'm giving you a chance so you can get up, maybe pee, maybe pause the video or something of that nature. If you already know what it is, then get the hell up and do you. Yeah, because this is we're giving you the time right now. But here comes the sequel segment. We're gonna try to make this short. This video's a little long. Not really. I mean, we got 10, at least close to 10, roughly. Yeah, well, go ahead, rip it off. All right, so let's round it up. Cult of Chucky is a great movie. You should watch it. It's on Netflix. Most of you niggas have Netflix. Don't play with me. I know y'all have it. And if you don't have it, go online and watch the movie. It's not about it's not about a whole bunch of giving the money to the movie. I get it. Like, the movie deserves the credit. I would go see it after I saw it, and it almost negates the whole concept of me saying that I would go see it. But the whole thing about it is, watch the movie. It's great. What we're going to do is going to go into this concept and conversation we had this morning, which is the morning of whenever you see it. Just know that this is evening time. Built on, we went into a concept of sequels that need to be done and sequels that don't need to be done. If you're done with the Chucky joint, you're great. Tell everybody at this point to watch past if they want to see Chucky. But we're going to start getting into this sequel talk. We had sequel talk.
And before we dive into sequel talk, I give the movie Cult of Chucky 8 out of 10. The reason I give it an 8 out of 10 is because I'm giving it room to grow for the next movie.
And I will give it a 4 out of 5.
That'll work.
Is the same thing. But I like the 5 thing because there's like Ebert and Roper.
Well, like I said, I don't like odd numbers, B. We don't roll with that, so 8 out of 10. So, yeah, 8 out of 10, giving them room to grow. Okay. See, look.
You got me ready to curse you out.
Yeah, like I said, we're not going to get belligerent on the show, sir. So let's get into these sequels, though. What sequels we talking about? We staying on a horror tip, or we talking about all...
We talking about things in general. Let's think about... I'm going to tell people...
All-inclusive.
We're getting to everything. Because we had a conversation, and I was talking to my...
And you know what movie I was going to talk about. Fast and the Furious, baby.
All right,
we out here dropping 8 movies.
All right, so...
Subtract Tokyo Drift. You know I was coming. You know I was waiting.
No, we coming with that, but let me explain the movie.
Okay, here you go, buddy.
He's going to explain these bullshit movies that don't...
I'm not going to explain shit. It speaks for itself. And they just got a spin-off film. What's up? Don't get quiet.
What's up with it?
They getting a spin-off.
What's up with it is that we don't want nothing else.
What do you mean?
Anyway, let me explain to people what we're doing right now. What we're doing right now, we had a conversation of movies this morning, of movies from the 90s and forward, 80s and forward, that got sequels that didn't deserve a sequel. Let's go outside of that. Let's start with the Friday question. Somebody has never heard us talk the Friday talk. Let's talk the Friday talk right now on the camera, like right now. Because I think on the audio, camera, whatever, radio, what we doing? I told you what I thought about the Friday movies. It's not popular opinion, but I'm telling you guys what I think. You explain that first. Fast. We know what Fast is.
Yeah.
Fast is gonna go on forever.
Yes. Like Star Trek. Like Star Wars.
And those movies are way better.
But Jar Jar Binks 3 was horrible. Watch your mouth. And they killed my nigga Maul Dog.
You know the equivalent of Jar Jar Binks to the Fast and the Furious franchise?
Watch your mouth right now.
I don't give a shit.
You know Tokyo Drift, that was one movie. They screwed up 3.
No. I wasn't gonna see. You
I'm just saying.
You messed the joke up. And I don't like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You messed the joke up. It's not even funny.
You left me too much.
I was gonna say the equivalent of Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars is Bow Wow.
Oh, that works. Shad Moss. Yo, shout out to our dude Brett. He know what that joke is. Eating lemon pepper wings.
Shad Moss is the Jar Jar Binks.
Shad Moss
is the Jar Jar Binks of the Fast and the Furious franchise. It's like, I don't need this nigga at all. This nigga got some fucking blazers on, some Nike blazers from Jordan.
All right,
I don't know what's going on.
We're going to dive into this Friday joint, and later, sometime in the
like, we're getting real controversial. The thing about it is, we're going to explain how we feel. We talk about this stuff all the time. I had a conversation, the Friday thing, I'm setting you up.
All right, go ahead. Set me up.
Setting you up. The Friday thing was something that we had a conversation about. And literally, I was sitting there chilling. This was the morning. You know what I mean?
Quite early.
We was doing a lot of research.
7 o'clock.
We did a lot of research the day before, and like we were like talking, and we got up and we had like a stimulated coffee conversation.
Stimulating conversation.
With coffee, with no coffee. But the thing about it was, he said we need another Friday. And he's going to bring that to you, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it after.
And, all right, so now that he done lined me up to talk about Friday, this is going to be our last conversation of the video, so just know it's coming to an end very soon. Also, if you like this conversation, you want this conversation to continue, leave a comment in there down at the bottom in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. Definitely subscribe to our channel.
Hey, yo, subscribe to us, and what's gonna happen is
subscribe. We keep stumbling.
And you know what's coming.
We're excited.
And we're excited. And what's gonna happen is very, very soon, there's gonna be some things coming up on this channel that you guys we're not ready for, but we're gonna do it.
Yes, sir. We're gonna bring you that new content. I'm just saying, new content's coming.
I'm gonna say very soon. This conversation will turn into another conversation. But y'all
gotta ask for it, man. We want to give it to you, but we're trying to give you a chance to be interactive with some of your favorite YouTubers and me and Mike.
Yeah, the third person that's gonna come into this conversation, you've heard her, is my sister. We're about to do the real version of this sequel talk is gonna be. She has to be a part of it. Like we gotta get in the room.
So, like I said, maybe we should do this. Maybe we should record it with his sister, and we hold it until y'all ask for it, and then we give it to you. But that's probably what's gonna happen because I'm that type of dude. You trick or treat, you come to the door, you knock on the door, you get the video. That's how it's going down up here, baby. We handing out videos like you get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. So we're gonna get into this conversation. I think they should make the Friday, for last Friday of the month. I think they should do it, man. I just think they should. Like, I think Ice Cube owes it to his cast to, give him a last hoorah before they walk out the door. I think they should make it a comedy movie. It shouldn't be based on no type of story. It should just be really...
None of the movies are based on...
I'm just saying.
Okay.
This one should be very loose based, meaning, I'm just saying, this one should basically just be in there, like, yo, bring your funniest jokes to the table, because if not, you're going to get joked out. Period.
All right.
And that's how it should be carried. And that's it.
This is the conversation I had with him this morning. And I'm going to make it broader so I can...
We ain't going to do that because you're going to make this longer than it need to be.
If you care.
Oh, God. If you care, you'll listen. Yes, care. I know.
Anyway.
You care. The person
he had this conversation with me, and I said, okay. Somebody said, he said, and I didn't hear you say this, but I've heard people say it. They said, we should make a Friday that brings everybody back. Mm. And I said,
I agree to a certain extent. Go ahead.
And I said, what the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean, bring everybody back? Every Friday movie is self-contained with new characters. Those characters never fall through except the main ones. When I hear somebody say Friday with everybody, I don't think of Chris Tucker. I think of Mike Epps. I think of all the people who's been in more than one. I think of Mike Epps. I think of Pinky's character. The old guy. Clifton Davis. That's the guy.
Clifton Powell.
Clifton Powell. Yeah, Clifton Powell. Clifton Davis is
Clifton
Davis is from A-Man.
Come on, man. What did I tell you? Focus.
I might do the prayer now.
Focus.
Anyway, so that John Witherspoon, Anna Hadford, which is
look,
his mom.
Look.
That's the mom.
People ain't thespians like you, dog. You got to give them the characters' names, man. You got to get real up.
Daddy's mom.
All right, there we go.
From Wayne's Brothers.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, I'm naming off. Hey, pay attention. Watch E before you come over here. Anyway, all those people. I don't think when I say everybody back, what the hell is everybody?
Everybody that's important to the franchise for whatever.
Nobody's been chosen to be important.
Oh, and you know who was important. All right, see, he gave you the list. I think this is who should come back. It should be Day Day.
One thing I got to tell you this.
Can I finish my list?
No.
Go ahead.
All I'm going to say is this. When you say Friday coming back, if you make a fourth Friday, I'm just telling this to anybody who sees it that knows. Somebody sees this that knows. The Friday movie should not be...
this that knows.
Yeah. The Friday movie should not be based on famous people we already know. All of the movies were based on characters that we liked, and...
But this film shouldn't be based on character buildization.
No.
Building characters. This shouldn't be building.
It's not building characters.
But if you stick new characters in it, you're gonna have to.
No, it's building actors.
You're gonna have to explain their importance.
A great Friday movie is giving us likable actors that we've kind of seen before and putting them in an environment that's not theirs, and then you make us like them.
All right, I'm gonna say this.
Don't make a Friday movie with Kevin Hart. I don't want to see nobody I've seen. I don't want to see DC Young Fly. None of that bullshit.
Wait. Let's just be 100. They should have never made anything past Friday 1. Period.
Can you agree to that? Because I can tell you that. I would have told you that this morning.
I'm just saying. I can agree upon that. Like, I can go both ways. Like, I'm liberal at this situation. I just want to see a good family. Not family.
There ain't no family.
Hold on.
Let me get an Are We Friday yet.
I got lost in my words because I got a lot of stuff running through my head.
Are We Friday yet? You don't want to Are We Friday yet.
I want to just see.
Barbershop 3.
Can you let me get the mic, please?
I'm talking about
I'm just saying, I want to see comedy movies come back, man. comedians come back. Yes, I love Kevin Hart. He's doing this thing, but he cannot do this alone. Comedy movies need to come back. And I'm not talking about movies that got comedic undertones in it. I'm talking about this is a comedy. Like the second the music come on and they start talking, I'm in stitches in that joint crying, holding my stomach, just like, oh my God, this is the funniest thing I've seen. Like I want to see comedy genre movies come back,
Black
bro.
comedy movies, right?
I
don't know what you're saying.
Okay, see now you're gonna make me get into some political stuff. I have no problem with white comedy. White comedy makes you get a little chuckle.
It's funny. No, it's great. I'm saying,
and there's some white comedy movies out there that I've watched that's had me in stitches. But what I'm saying is, I just want comedy movies as a general to come back, because all we're worrying about is dramas, superhero films, and all this other stuff. The comedy genre needs to come back. We're worried about horror movies and all these other genres making, their push through time and society. The comedy genre is getting lost. And Kevin Hart can't do it by himself. And that's why he's starting to fizzle out or fade out or not be as funny anymore. Whatever you want to call it. It's because he's carrying a genre of movies on his back alone.
Do you know what Kevin Hart is at right now?
Oh, God, please don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm just saying, I know you're about to say so. Here comes the reckless insight, because he's about to get reckless.
I'm not gonna be reckless. You know what Jumanji 2 is to me?
Oh, God, here it goes. Oh, God, here it goes.
Jumanji 2 to me is Eddie Murphy in the Haunted Mansion trilogy.
Okay, you're gonna stop it right there. They should have never brought Jumanji 2 back without bringing my dude, whatever you want to call the dude, David Allen Greer. He should have been in the joke, period.
Oh, but all I'm saying is this. Kevin Hart's time is limited. I know how this whole
it's because he's carrying a genre of comedy on his back. Like
Eddie Murphy did the same thing. I'm saying everybody did it. Eddie Murphy did it.
But Eddie Murphy was built for it.
Eddie Murphy was built for a while, but he's like, okay, that don't matter.
Then he started getting blackballed for real.
Richard Pryor did it. Richard Pryor carried on his back.
Because wasn't he supposed to be in Ghostbusters and he decided not to and do
it's fine.
Beverly Hills Cop? Yes, he did.
But that's better for his career.
But that's no disrespect. I'm just saying.
That's disrespect. That's no disrespect.
Because the Saturday Night Live boys were supposed to run that joint.
Yeah, it is, because two people on it. But the thing about it is, what happens is, I had this conversation with him and I said, and we cut it over. It's YouTube. We ain't cutting over no time.
I'm just saying, man.
But
people don't like to watch long videos, man. People be getting sedate.
Cut it off. And I have the YouTube app, like. Shout out to YouTube, shout out to Google. But what's going to happen is, if you finish the video and play it back, it'll finish, so y'all be straight. But what I'm going to say is, what's happening is, these movies, comedy itself, is at a standstill. And I watched the interview with D.L. Hughley on Vlad TV. If you guys don't know what Vlad TV is, you definitely should watch it.
That's if it's on your cable package.
No, it's no.
It's on cable. It's on. I don't know YouTube.
It's on YouTube. No, I didn't know. But he said that we're at this point now where we don't know what's supposed to be funny. Saying LOL after a joke on a text message ensues that it's a joke. We don't even believe that somebody could just say something funny and leave it there. What happened is the concept of comedy is dying on its own,
and that's why we need to resurrect that joke.
Yeah, I wasn't getting too deep. That was all I was gonna say. But what I was gonna say is there's movies that I felt like needed sequels that never got sequels, and I'm gonna say this on this video because it's the only one that makes sense.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, you guys are.
Leave a comment if you believe or you disagree or you like or...
Yeah, leave a comment saying a movie from the 90s.
Or movies, plural.
Movie or movies from the 90s. I felt like we should have got another Senseless.
Okay.
We should have got a second Senseless. We should have got him... I know it's going to sound ironic.
Don't get in that joint. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot.
No. We should got another Senseless.
Yeah. Another Half-Baked.
Another Half-Baked.
Another How High.
Another How High.
What else? What we was talking about? Man, there was so many movies we spit out this morning. Oh, another 6 Man.
Yeah, we should have got a second 6 Man with another brother, or maybe not a brother. I thought maybe they should have made a 6 Man with like a father and son type thing.
Another variation of Players Club.
Another Players Club. That's not comedy, so yeah.
It is.
It is.
It had comedy undertones.
That's right.
It had Bernie Mac in it, so I'm sorry.
That counts. So yeah, we'll count that one. That was there. What I'm thinking about this is
they should have never did Santa Claus 2 without him, or Bad Santa. They should have never did Bad Santa 2 without him.
We didn't need no second Bad Santa.
We didn't need that, especially with Mac not being there, son.
We did not.
They need to stop making Transformer movies too. Let's just get out there. We're talking about sequels.
They're about to be done.
Yeah, about to be, but they're about to start a Bumblebee series up. So this is not over.
I think the whole Hollywood needs a reform. And I don't want to turn this into a new video, but the new video is this, and we're gonna have this video, and I'm getting my sister. She's coming, and she's gonna become the third person in this like rant of talk. But the whole thing about it is we're gonna have to eventually do it.
So hold on.
But I will say this: these movies, we get a lot of movies that we don't need, and a lot of movies you kind of want to get, you don't get.
All right, give your final blessings because you know what time it is, people. We about to shut this down for the day, so go ahead and give your final blessings, my sir.
Shout out to Universal Pictures for making Chucky and reforming the whole Chucky concept into something that was available for everybody to watch, and kind of made me want to go back and rewatch everything else. Shout out to all the people who are involved in that movie. And shout out to like the people in Hollywood, the execs, the suits who actually really do care about great cinema, because I think more and more this dialogue is going to become about, to me, in my mind, I'm going to start explaining how I actually feel about some of this stuff. Like, I get reviews, we do reviews. Like, we get reviews and we explain people what we think, but I think that there's a paradigm shift in cinema that is going to be changing and going to change, and that's going to be the thing that takes us to the next level. I think that it's going to have to become about the people, man. I think that we get to this point now, it's about what the viewers want. It's about views. We counting views now. We're not counting how much money is made. Chucky, the last Chucky movie called and Curse, should have been in theaters with a wide release. They would have made a lot of that money, extra money back. Cult of Chucky was great. Curse of Chucky was great. You know what I mean? So, their very example, and that's why we did this video, because we weren't going to do this video. We had another movie.
This was a prompt too. This is just something that we stumbled upon.
Yeah, we had something
and it was like, it's Halloween, it's new, it's still fresh, it's still, current, so let's pop it off.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is, we did this out of
pure love for the franchise.
Pure love for the franchise, and thinking that this franchise is actually changing.
And it deserves more respect.
Way more respect. And that's why we did it. Shout out to everybody. I love the movie. It was good. You go ahead and give your, close it out. Because I was very excited with it. I enjoyed it.
All right. And let's get his roll call a little bit. Yo, like I said earlier in the movie or the TV show, the podcast, the vlog, the radio station, thanks for tuning in. But shout outs to Legacy Maker Sports Network. Shout outs to Tunnel Vision. Shout outs to Nerd Soul. Shout outs to RJ Elite. Shout out to James Murray.
Yo, shout out to RJ Elite.
Shout out to all the family members and friends that are involved in front of the camera, in front of the mic, and behind. Shout outs to all of the patience and the love out there. Shout outs to all the people that leave comments or don't leave comments, that leave comments, that don't leave comments. Thanks for the people that send text messages and, they get real intimate with us on the phone or messenger or whatever, how they contact us to help us build our brand. We appreciate that. Thank you for giving us movies out there, Hollywood, that we can review and present to you and give to you live and give you our tunnel vision on. Also, hit a like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that.
You got to tell them now where we at now.
Oh, yeah, we got it. We're going
to announcement. You know what I mean?
What announcement? Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that. But yeah, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, leave a comment, leave a like, all that good stuff. We're moving in a new direction, man. It's moving into a new year. This year is moving kind of quick. We're already in October, and we're gonna look up, and it's gonna be January. It's gonna be the new year. We started to change stuff around. Please pay attention to all our social media sites and pay attention to our YouTube site. This is no longer the Dunkin' on Sports channel. This is called Reckless Insight. Dunkin' on Sports is now a TV channel or a show on Reckless Insight. Tunnel Vision is a show, but it's really not a show. It's just a mindset. It's an ideology. It's a thought process. It's a way of life. Eventually, we're going to change the name of the show of Tunnel Vision as we grow. We just haven't figured out a name for it. No Rhyme, No Reason is definitely a name of a show that's on our show or on our on our channel called Reckless Insight. That's here to stay. That's that raw, uncut, pure, adulterated funk.
We setting that up.
I'm just saying, that's definitely going to be cool. So when you see that, you already know we're going to be on our Bernie Mac. We're going to be straight giving it to you raw, diggity dog out this junk. But Tunnel Vision is definitely how we view things and how anybody should view something. You should never be persuaded to be different or pushed off your views. Like, give it to them raw, man. If they don't like it, then they don't like it, whatever. Give them your tunnel vision or your thoughts and everything. Don't let people persuade you off that junk.
And at the end of the day, it's all art. So what happens is all art. You have your own ideology of what you think the art means to you, and that's what it means to you. So keep that. It's important.
So when you at work, when you pumping your gas, whatever, if you telling a story to a little kid or you at Walmart and you catching up with an old friend, tell them you giving them your tunnel vision on the situation. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But definitely tell us how you feel about us switching up things and getting better and getting stronger out here. We doing this for y'all. We part of the community. We are the community. We live in the community. So let us help you by bringing you news and stuff like that and such and such.
I was gonna say something reckless.
Because it's Reckless Insight. It wouldn't be no other way.
Y'all other niggas need to get scared because it's getting crazy.
Yeah, definitely start watching and stand on your P's and Q's because Reckless Insight and our tunnel vision, that definitely go hand in hand. We out here, we making sure that, we watching everybody's moves, dog, and we try to make sure we don't bump into nobody's lanes, but we definitely speeding in our lane, if that makes any sense. Pay attention, man. Just pay attention.
That's no. Everything about it is what we're doing is giving you exactly what we think, and I think that everybody deserves the right to have their own opinion. And when it comes down to this entertainment, keep it.
And I'm gonna say one more last thing, and then I'm gonna get off my soapbox, and we're gonna shut this down for real. We don't mind working with anybody about any subject. We down to collab with anybody. We down to do whatever subject. Don't think that we pigeonholing or we only doing one thing. We down to do whatever. We down to put shows on our channel that gets the community excited and just enthusiastic about anything. If you have an idea about a show, but you don't really feel like setting up a YouTube and all this, that, and the other, come to us, man. We'll set you up your show. We'll record it for you. We'll edit it for you. You put it on our joint and we get it. I'm just saying. We out here. Tunnel Vision is our views on everything. We are a brand. We are a company. We are here for whatever you need. Do not be scared to hit us up and be like, yo, C. Brown, Mike, I need some help, bro.
Yeah, we got y'all.
Everything's a price, though, so let's not say that this is free, but we're willing to work with anybody on any type task.
The thing about it is, one of the reasons I'm glad, and I'm going to cut
we businessmen.
And we can cut it out. One of the things after
we going to cut this out.
So no, cut it out, but I'm saying cut it out like we're going to cut the whole joint like the video. One of these things is about it because y'all guys thought we just were going to talk about comic book films for a minute, and I thought we got pigeonholed in that bullshit.
Oh, no, we not going to get pigeonholed. Look, man, you might have us against us road, but you ain't never going to put us on the ground, baby.
Yeah.
Mayweather stuff.
Yeah.
They cheated McGregor, but we ain't going to get into that. Man, please cut this off before we get in trouble. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Peace.